Here, Jordan Peterson and Bill Maher discuss valid issues within both religion and Western civilization.
I feel like it's a paradox that someone of your extraordinary intellectual abilities is trying to reanimate this dead hooker called religion and bring it back to life in some way or find what's useful in it. Is it worth it to like resurrect that whole structure when it comes with that? It's what I call the one turd in the pool theory. Like, I mean, a book that contains, okay, we're okay with slavery, it's terrible on women, it's terrible on homosexuals. It's like if somebody said, yeah, but you know what, there's only one turd in the pool, jump on in. I wouldn't jump in if there was even one turd in the pool. And I wouldn't want to like resurrect a book and a mythology that...
Well, okay.
You get me?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing incoherent about that argument. Although I think it still leaves you in an awkward position, because the postmodernist would say, take a look at your stance and say, well, you defend Western civilization, and there's plenty of turds floating in that pool. Well, but
okay.
Right.
All right, you win that one.
Well, it's rough because
there are plenty of turds floating in that pool.
At the past,
that's true.
Right? And
but here's the thing: we can fish our turds out. Like we had slavery, but we fished that turd out of the pool. You can't do that. The Bible is the Bible.
Yeah,
it's there, and it was written by God.
It was the Protestant evangelists that did that.
What?
Took that particular bit of pollution out of the pool, right? That was Wilberforce in the UK, and he was completely motivated by religious motivations.
People who were for emancipation.
He was the one who convinced the UK to put their navy against slavery.
In 1776, when our country was declared independent, there were 24 people in this country who belonged to the Abolitionist Society. They were mostly Quakers. 24 people in the whole fucking country thought abolition of slaves was a good idea.
Yeah. Well, Wilberforce in the UK started out kind of as one.
But it gathered steam.
Right.
It gathered steam. And 87 years later, 7 years later, we did something about it. That's the big argument against religion versus science. It's self-correcting. We can be self-correcting. Religion, to a lot of people, seems too rigid. I mean, its virtue is that it's set in stone. This is what we believe. That's what they're counting on, is that people want that sort of certainty about something.
Okay, so
that it's not going to change. That's what the Pope is always selling.
So I think Bill Maher makes the stronger point here. The Bible doesn't seem to be going anywhere, and although it does change over time, the text, slightly due to our intervention, the main ideas and themes within the text remain as the Word of God to guide us. This is often viewed as an inerrant and unchanging word. Humans alone can always appeal to their own reason in any given age. We can have discussion, discourse, arguments, and reason things out and change things. But when a text claims to be the word of an omnipotent, omniscient God that persists throughout the ages, it holds an immense amount of weight. And it's almost impossible for a true believer to fight against this word if one truly believes it.